Artificial love, we just make it up, 'cause reality will never be good enough. And even if it was, we just mess it up, 'cause we already lost, addicted to the rush. I never meant to fall, all I wanted was a touch of artificial love. We just make it up, 'cause reality will never be good enough. And even if it was, we just mess it up. Artificial love, artificial love, artificial love. We just make it up, 'cause reality will never be good enough. And even if it was, we just mess it up.
Hello my spooky friends, it is Stacy, and if you're looking for a Valentine's Day makeup or a special effects look makeup for Valentine's Day without breaking the bank, then you've come to the right place. With just a couple of dollar store tree finds with a little bit of cotton, liquid latex, and a barbecue skewer, I was able to create this Cupid through the head arrow look. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's just go ahead and get into it. To begin, I found these stickers at the Dollar Tree. There were some that had writing on them and some that did not. I used the ones that did not to complete the arrow look on this barbecue skewer. But placing the arrow in to find out where I want to put the actual stickers, I did that. I'm always mindful about placement. I picked these up from the Dollar Tree last year. I do not know if they are available this year, but I'm just going to use the adhesive. They were pretty strong. Instead of using adhesive on the back of them as well, I do that with face gems a lot more often, but I'm going to be using cotton and liquid latex to make them secure onto the face. You could draw these on and write whatever you want on them. As long as you use a little bit of cotton and liquid latex around the border of them, you'll still get the same effect. And with that, I'm using Creature Cosmetics. I do have links to my special effects staples, the things I must have on hand at all time. That link is in the description below. And I'm just taking a Q-tip and I'm putting some liquid latex on the outside of the heart and also up onto the heart itself. This is going to give it that embedded into the skin look. And I'm placing just several strips of cotton around each of the hearts, and then once those are in place, I take some more liquid latex and I tap and push the liquid latex all the way around the heart. You can also use tissue paper for this, and if you are a little bit more skilled and want to use silicone for a more softer look around the heart, you can do that. I did that look last year for Valentine's Day, the Bloody Valentine, where I had hearts protruding up out of the skin, not exactly bursting through the skin quite yet. It was in a collaboration with another artist, so check that out if you're interested in learning how to use and mix silicone. That tutorial is available. Again, going back over with some more cotton, just enough to where I feel that the hearts are more secure, making sure that that cotton is up over the heart as well as on the edge, and in with some more liquid latex, and these do not take a very long time to dry. For my eyeshadow look, I'm using a wine palette from Glamlite Cosmetics. I think it's very cute. It's currently on sale for $20. Normally it runs $35. And for my transition shade, I'm using Colourpop's Valentine's Collection Day Secret Admirer palette, which is no longer available on the website, but they do have a brand new Valentine's collection. You can find a pink that you like if that's what you are looking for. And I put that into the transition shade. And going in with a wine palette, I'm using the color Pinot Noir to darken up that crease just a little bit and blend out that pink. And also from Glamlite is the Chucky Crazy in Love palette. I absolutely love the plum colors in this. They're dark and they're vampy. I'm using the color Death to Us Part on the out of the crease. And I'm going in with a shimmer and creating a harsher look from the inner corner up to around that first transition shade that I put into play. This color is called I Like to Be Hugged. And if you're looking for smooth and buttery and good shimmers and purples and dark and vampy colors, Glamlite makes wonderful formulas. They have a packaging that's just on point. And for the color in the center, I'm using my finger and picking up the color from the Secret Admirer palette called In the Mood and just popping that onto the lids. Going in using a translucent powder, or you can use your everyday powder that matches and that you wear with your foundation. This is just to get rid of the sheen that's on around the liquid latex. And for my foundation today, I'm using Wet n Wild's Photo Focus Matte Formula in Buff Beige. This runs about $6.89, and I love that it comes with this paddle, stopping you from having to put things on the back of your hand or use a plate to mix it with. And they also offer it in a dewy finish, and both are great. So if you're looking for a foundation that's good for complexion, this is a good one to pick up. I'm just taking my brush, this is a Narrative Cosmetic brush, and I'm going over the cotton and liquid latex so that it matches my skin tone, and in with a sponge to put the rest of the foundation all over the face, running it down into my neck and not forgetting to make sure that those ears have a little bit of color as well. I lock everything into place with a little bit of setting powder, and going back in with the Chucky palette, I'm using the color Till Death Do Us Part to go up underneath and smoke that eyeliner out, which I use black from the outer corner to the inner corner. Giving my lashes a little bit of curl and going in with a loose glitter up into the eyebrow and the eyebrow bone. I picked up this sheet again from the Dollar Tree, and going in with my Shop Miss A Lash Glue, I put that into the place where I'm going to put these two pink pearls. I like the pearls for this look. I think it's a little bit more softer than the translucent or the jeweled type of gems. They come together on one sheet, so it's easy to pull off as many as you need at once. A little bit of mascara, and going in with my favorite contour palette. This is the Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour. It runs $10 and it can be found through Makeup Revolution, and it's also available on the Ulta website. It runs at a consistent $10 and almost never goes on sale. The highlighter palette I'm using is from SFX Revolution Beauty. It's currently on sale at $9 and normally runs about $12. Going back in with these stickers, I'm placing them onto the chest. And again, I go back over with cotton and liquid latex to get those secure onto the skin. I'm avoiding areas that move on my chest, so I stay away from the collarbone or anything else that might move. So I wanted these hearts to be below the neckline and up under the collarbone. Going in with some more cotton, I go over the hearts, and if you begin to lose your shape on the heart when you're pushing liquid latex through the cotton, just press that cotton back to the design of the heart and it will begin to pick up that shape again. So what does Valentine mean for you? Is it a day that you just spend more money than normal to tell someone I love you? Do you tell your favorite person that I love you every day? Do you go out for a dinner, or do you just stay at home and watch a movie and chill? Let me know in the comments below. I actually do my taxes on Valentine's Day because I have an accountant that's over in an area that has my favorite restaurant, so I kill two birds with one stone. So that's my reasoning for doing my taxes on the day of love. You know what would be funny? If we all listed the weirdest gift or the weirdest date we ever had on Valentine's Day. So I went out to this restaurant. This guy was jacked up on pills, I found out later. And we ordered dessert. And in order to wipe his mouth, he took his arm from his elbow to his hand and just wiped his face. And when he got up, went to the bathroom, he had chocolate handprints on his khakis. So yeah, my bathroom break, it landed me slipping outside, getting into my car, and leaving. So yeah, I didn't see him again. So the placement of the arrow, I'm going in and I'm putting a little bit of mark about how high I want it to come up off the forehead. Just be mindful when you're placing this, it's how long you want it to be, but you also want to be able to get the arrow from the tip to the bottom part in any picture that you might take later. Going in with some more liquid latex, I place that in with a little bit of cotton. And you're going to have to hold this until you tap in some more liquid latex and a bit more cotton in order just to get it to stay before you can work with it a little bit more. And what I did with this one is I made it secure, and then I wanted lift and I want it to be in a better position. So I just put cotton pieces around onto the up underneath the back of the skewer to lift it and raise it into place. Because the cotton is more and you use more liquid latex, this takes a little bit longer to dry. This one, in this amount, took about 15 minutes to dry before it was ready to paint. And I'm going in and cutting the skewer, and I'm wrapping cotton around the edge because I want this one to be coming out instead of kind of laying on like that first one. And I begin to build up cotton and liquid latex on this as well, holding it in place until it starts to hold on its own. For my lips, I'm using Colourpop's Lemonade Matte Liquid Lipstick. I'm going in and I am squaring off the Cupid's bow, and to give it an ombre look, I go in with a black eyeliner. I outline and go into the lip just a little bit and topping it off with a purple lip gloss from Juvia's place called She's Royal to give it that really juicy, plump look. In with some more powder to get rid of the shine of the liquid latex, I go back in with the same Wet n Wild foundation, and I get the cotton and liquid latex color to match my skin. If you're interested in the brushes I'm using today, they are Narrative Cosmetics, and they hold liquid, water, cream, gel very well. They're easy to clean up and they do not stain, and that is listed up under my staple must-haves. You can find that in the description below. And some more powder to make everything set and lock it into place. Now please forgive me because I did not hit record, and I went in with Scab Blood and I colored each side of the heart, making sure that I covered up the cotton and liquid latex. So I'm just tight lining so that you can see how easy it is with a small brush, but I'm sorry I didn't get that footage. It was just one of those days. Going in with some stage blood and an old toothbrush, I go in and fleck a little bit of blood spatter onto the neck, around the face to break up the color, and I also tap it around as well to add color. It's a little bit more controlled in the spatter. Then with a smaller brush, I tap in a little bit of blood, and I use that to control the dripping from the hearts on the face and a little bit around the neck. Not as bloody as some of the other looks I've done, but I still wanted a little bit that would run as I was filming the intro and the outro. So here is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial today. Since we already list the worst gift and the worst date we ever had, how about we list the best gift and the best date we ever had for Valentine's Day? And I hope you stick around because I got some exciting things coming up on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, let your friends know. Once I make it to 1,000, I have a couple of giveaways I'm going to do, so you don't want to miss that. And if you'd like to see sneak peeks, behind the scenes footage, or vote on my next look, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Those links are below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.